She always comes back when you pull away. Always. And you need to understand why this happens now, before this cycle completely destroys your sanity. Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. Do you know that feeling of finally moving on, focused on your work, the gym, your projects, and out of nowhere your phone vibrates with a message from her? It's as if she has an internal radar that goes off exactly when you're doing fine without her. And then you stand there, staring at the screen, not knowing whether to reply, ignore, or block her. Your mind becomes a battleground. Want to know why this happens? Why she always reappears when you least expect it, messing with your head and all your progress? I'm going to reveal the 7 psychological reasons why she comes running back when you pull away. And most importantly, how you can finally gain total control of this situation. Because until you understand these mental triggers, you'll remain stuck in this endless loop. You'll continue to be the guy she looks for when she wants to, not when you deserve it. Does that make sense so far? Look, I know it seems unfair. You dedicate yourself, give attention, do everything right, and she disappears. Then you give up, focus on yourself, and she comes back as if nothing happened. It's frustrating, I get it. But there's a logic behind this that almost no one notices. These are behavioral patterns that repeat in practically all modern relationships. And when you understand these patterns, you gain a power that few men have. The power to decide if she stays, if she leaves, or if you set new rules for the game. Imagine you're a lighthouse in the middle of the ocean. When you're always on, always available, your light becomes part of the scenery. She doesn't even notice it anymore. But when you turn off, when you disappear from her radar, suddenly she notices the darkness. And like a moth, she desperately comes back looking for that light she once ignored. Can you visualize that? Now, let's get to the 7 reasons why this phenomenon happens. And I guarantee at least 3 of them will make you think, man, that's exactly what happened to me. First reason, the psychological scarcity effect. The human brain automatically values what it's about to lose. It's biological, primitive, stemming from our ancestors who needed to hoard scarce resources to survive. When you pull away, you become scarce. Suddenly, she no longer gets your good morning texts. She no longer gets your likes on her photos. She no longer has that certainty that you're there waiting. And her brain panics. Wait, is he really moving on? What if I lose him forever? What if another woman realizes his value before I do? This primitive fear of loss triggers all her internal alarms. She starts remembering the good times, the laughter, the comfort you provided. The bad memories? Her brain conveniently forgets them when scarcity knocks on the door. Does that make sense to you? Second reason, the nostalgia of emotional comfort. You were her comfort zone. The guy she could turn to when she was sad, happy, bored, needy. You were her emotional McDonald's, always open, always available. When you disappear, she loses that safe harbor. And believe me, finding someone new who offers the same level of comfort and familiarity takes time. A lot of time. Will she go out with other guys? Probably. But none of them know your inside jokes. None of them know exactly how she likes her coffee. None of them have the same chemistry you two built. And that lack of familiarity bothers her. It bothers her much more than she expected. So she comes back, looking for that comfort only you provided. Not necessarily because she loves you, but because she misses the feeling you generated. Does that hurt to hear? Third reason, the fear of losing the new you. This one is powerful. Pay attention. When you pull away and focus on yourself, something magical happens. You improve, you go to the gym, and your body changes. You focus on work, and your career takes off. You develop new hobbies, meet new people, expand your horizons. And she sees it. Even if she doesn't admit it, she's watching you on social media, seeing your stories, checking your photos, asking mutual friends about you. And what does she see? A better man than the one she left behind. A man that other women now notice and desire. And FOMO hits hard. Fear of missing out, the fear of losing something valuable. Wait, he's different. Wow, he's more attractive. Who's that woman commenting on his photo? Her brain enters competition mode. She doesn't necessarily want you back, but she doesn't want another woman to have the new you. It's the same principle as a child with a toy. She put the toy down, but when she sees another child playing with it, she wants it back immediately. Can you feel how that works? Fourth reason, the desperate search for validation. Every woman and every human being actually needs validation. It's a basic psychological need. And you were a constant and reliable source of validation for her. Compliments, attention, affection, presence. When you cut that off, she feels the void. And worse, she realizes she lost someone who genuinely valued her. Do you know how many guys out there truly value a woman beyond her appearance? Few. Very few. Most just want one thing. And once they get it, their interest plummets. You were different. You saw her as a person, not just an object. And now that you're gone, she misses that genuine validation. Likes on Instagram don't fill that void. Empty pickup lines on Tinder don't replace your deep conversations. And she comes back, looking for that validation only you offered authentically. Does that make sense? Fifth reason, the absence of truly better options. I'm going to be direct with you here. The dating market is a war zone. Men of real value are ultra rare. Most guys out there are boys in adult bodies. Insecure, needy, desperate, without purpose, without direction. She'll meet these guys when you pull away. She'll go out with some of them. And she'll quickly realize that the grass isn't greener on the other side. In fact, it's an emotional desert. The guy she thought would be better, he's emotionally unavailable. The handsome gym goer, a narcissist who only talks about himself. The successful businessman, a workaholic who has no time for her. And suddenly, you don't seem so bad anymore. In fact, you look great compared to the available options. So she comes back with her tail between her legs, hoping you're still available. Do you see the pattern? Sixth reason, the test of boundaries and control. This is the most manipulative, and you need to be aware. Some women come back not because they miss you, but to test if they still have power over you. It's an ego game. She wants to know if she can still make you come running back with a simple hi, if you're still in the palm of her hand. It's like pressing a button to see if the machine still works. She sends a casual message, a provocative photo, "I dreamed about you," and she observes your reaction. If you respond immediately, all excited, she gets the confirmation she needs. "I still have him in my pocket," and after confirming that, she might disappear again. Because the goal was never to truly come back, it was just to confirm control. It hurts to admit, but sometimes that's exactly what happens. Do you feel it when this is the case? Seventh reason, the late perception of your real value. This is the deepest of all. Sometimes, just sometimes, she truly realizes she made a mistake, that she let a man of real value slip away. But this only happens after she has enough bad experiences to compare. After she realizes your loyalty was rare, that your patience was admirable, that your commitment was genuine. She needed to lose you to understand what she had. It's the famous, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. And when that penny drops, the regret is real and deep. She comes back not out of ego or neediness, but out of genuine recognition of your value. The problem is distinguishing when it's this and when it's the other reasons. And that's where the danger lies. Does this whole dynamic make sense? Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if she doesn't come back? What if I pull away and lose her forever? Listen to what I'm about to tell you now and engrave it in your mind. The goal was never to make her come back. The goal is to build a version of yourself so powerful, so valuable, so complete, that if she comes back, it will be on your terms. And if she doesn't come back, you'll be so well off, so evolved, that you won't even care. Because other women, better ones, more mature ones, more aligned with your new self, will appear. It's mathematical. When you increase yours value, you attract people of higher value. It's the law of attraction in its purest form, not that mystical nonsense, but attraction through similarity of energy and purpose. Do you understand the difference? Now I'm going to give you a simple framework for dealing with this situation. I call it the magnetic return cycle. It works in 4 well-defined phases. First phase, truly pull away. This isn't playing games, it's not pretending to be busy. It's genuinely focusing on yourself. Gym, work, hobbies, friends, family, personal development. Become genuinely busy improving your life. When she realizes you're gone, it's not because you're playing games. It's because you're too busy becoming extraordinary. Second phase, perceived value increases. As you improve, your market value rises. Other women start to notice you. Your photos look better because you're healthier and happier. Your conversations become more interesting because you're living real experiences. You don't need to post anything forced. Your evolution speaks for itself. Third phase, magnetic attraction happens. The 7 reasons I explained begin to work in her mind, one by one, sometimes all at once. This is when she comes back with that, "Hey stranger," or "I was thinking about you." Always casual, always testing the waters. Fourth phase, your sovereign decision. Here you have total power. You decide if you respond, how you respond, when you respond. You set the new rules of the game. You're no longer the desperate guy who accepts any crumb of attention. You're the man of value who knows exactly what he deserves. Can you visualize yourself applying this? But beware of a fatal mistake I see many men make. When she comes back, they throw all their progress away. They go back to being the same needy, available guy from before. They cancel commitments to see her. They stop working out to give her attention. They abandon their friends again. And in 3 weeks, they're in the same toxic cycle as before. Don't do that. If she comes back and you decide to give her a chance, maintain your priorities. Maintain your growth routine. Keep your boundaries well defined. She needs to fit into your new life, not the other way around. You don't go back to your old life because of her. Do you understand the difference? Studies show that relationships where the man maintains his independence and purpose are significantly more lasting and satisfying for both parties. When you have a life of your own, you become more attractive. When you have goals beyond the relationship, you become more interesting. When you have self-love, you attract genuine love. It's that simple. But few men actually apply this. Most prefer the easy path of neediness and emotional dependence. And then they complain that they always attract problematic women. You attract what you are, not what you want. Always remember that. Now, I'm going to tell you something almost no one talks about. The period of pulling away is the greatest gift you can give yourself. It's when you discover who you really are without the emotional crutch of a relationship. It's when you develop hobbies you've always wanted to have. It's when you reconnect with friends you had abandoned. It's when you discover that you are perfectly capable of being happy alone. And that discovery is liberating. Because when you don't need anyone to be complete, you can choose someone to share your completeness. Not to fill a void, but to add to your fullness. It makes all the difference in the world. Can you feel the power of this mindset shift? I'm going to be even more direct with you. If she comes back just for validation, you'll quickly notice. The conversations will be superficial. The interest will be intermittent. She'll disappear as soon as she gets the dose of attention she needed. If she comes back for comfort, it will also be obvious. She'll only seek you out when she's needy or bored, never when she's happy and wants to share something good. But if she comes back for your real value, out of genuine recognition and regret, then the conversation changes. She'll demonstrate real change. She'll respect your new boundaries. She'll make an effort to regain your trust. She'll value the new you instead of trying to bring the old you back. The difference is stark when you know what to look for. So pay attention to the signs. Not the words, but the consistent actions over time. Anyone can promise change. Few actually change. You deserve someone who recognizes your value without needing to lose you first. But if she needed to lose you to value you, at least now you know your real market value. Use that information wisely. Don't let ego make the best decisions. Let wisdom and self-love guide your steps. Always remember, you are the prize, not the other way around. She should be striving to be worthy of being with you, not you begging for crumbs of attention. When you internalize this, everything changes. Your posture changes. Your energy changes. Your choices change. And consequently, the results change drastically. Want to know the final secret that separates ordinary men from extraordinary men? The extraordinary ones understand that pulling away is not a manipulation strategy. It's a personal evolution strategy. You don't pull away to make her come back. You pull away to find yourself. And if she comes back in the process, it's just a bonus. The real prize is the man you become in the process, stronger, wiser, more centered, more valuable. This is the man who attracts not only her back, but better opportunities in all areas of life, at work, in friendships, in relationships, in business. Everything improves when you improve. It's the simplest and most powerful rule of the universe. Now, the decision is yours. Will you continue in the same toxic cycle as always? Or will you use this opportunity to transform yourself into the man you always had the potential to be? The choice is and always has been yours. She may come back or not, but you can certainly become better, and no one can take that away from you. Do it now, before inertia pulls you back into mediocrity. Like this video if it made sense to you. Subscribe to the channel for more content that truly transforms ordinary men into extraordinary ones. And remember, you are the lighthouse. With or without moths around, your light needs to keep shining. That's how you win the game of life. That's how you become unforgettable. That's how you transcend the cycle and become the master of your own destiny. The ball is in your court now. What are you going to do with it?